Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honour than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought. Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye, all their fancy stained bread.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
My lord Marquis, it is you? Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's currents, and what I have learned is grim. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks once the gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand, the realm threatens to drift into utter. Your lord uncle, however, believed...
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my...
Alas.
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic. The other,
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch. Perhaps.
Are you looking for something in particular? An excellent choice. Go with Gilbert.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but... I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a...
The captain is no more. And his men...
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free. Only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe.
I'll find a caravan. You won't mind if I borrow...
Not at all. Now, if he was bound... There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere. Come on. What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my...
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady
of the 7 High Houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great... Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some...
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands. It didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help.
Which way did they go?
South, toward...
All right. Founder knows I've met enough of them. You head back to Northreach. Visit the vet.
Thank you.
Let's go. They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Make for the town while you can.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive. And I'm fine, which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to...
The garrison have... There are a few hands. The markets... When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it.
Rockford, if you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of
I shall return to Northreach, but allow me to thank you for...
Don't thank me.
I suppose he'll be wondering. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece. I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of... Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates...
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work, and we must work.
As it is mine.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. All done?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go. Think you can help?
No use calling up Rosia now.
Come on.
You deserve a rest.
Caution, brother.
Thanks, Gal. No more vengeance. No more war.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. alive. Anything catch your eye? Seen enough? How are you doing? Here you go.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is that blade for hire, perchance? Because
Figuratively, I hope.
well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade. That an elder Dread Evis had been... Dread Evis are aggressive beasts, compelled as they are to acts of violence.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged... Bring me that beast's skin and up.
All right.
Of course you will. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you... I eagerly await your safe and up...
That's it.
No holding back. All right. Don't get surrounded. Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. Still reeks. Here's your hide.
I worried you might never return. Oh, supple as a mech. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be join me as my honored partner. With my...
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be... Do not allow me to keep you from being about you.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our... If there is nothing for...
No. You are...
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Welcome, welcome. Anything else? Come again.
I feel like I fleshed 100 skins today.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
You! Finally. No one was paying me the slightest.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my study. The answers I seek lying just beyond my... Would you do an old man a kindness?
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved... Three of them, to be precise. One each to the north, south. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on, namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of...
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make...
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bone.
That Cyril fella's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalrymple.
Not a scratch on them.
Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing recently?
What golden plains might the Wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Thank you for the real egg, mister. Mummy made a pottage from it.
Sounds delicious. Perhaps she'll invite me round to try it next time.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. No history would be complete without mention of the Mother Crystals. I should speak to the old scholar. The engravings were in good repair, considering their...
Oh, what that I could have come. Don't tease me now. What? Let's start with the engraving.
The great... good... Mughal guardians. That's definitely not right.
Take all...
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the Mother Crystal. But whatever could have driven the engraving...
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the Hunters, now sworn to serve the sun.
Sun worship? That cannot possibly be right.
I could have sworn it was something like that. Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down, nonetheless. One cannot help but wonder why this
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any... Those scratches will bring down the price.
Are you buying or selling? Of course.
The free cities under siege?
Let's go.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
You're on my side, Toro. mess with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Let us be rid of them.
Clive, smoke.
Has the city fallen?
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry. Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They've been routed. They're wearing one armor. here. city's leaders gather, there may still be survivors inside.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Statelier of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back. Forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes! The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
As weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Oi!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake. My boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself. Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling?
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else?
They're all right.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be... But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build the more personal items we gave to the next of kin.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go. Think you can help?
Let me tell you a story.
All right.
Them rumours, wet legs, might be they weren't just tale. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, and to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated. Well, then one day, said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in...
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his... He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen, and all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Told me about his plan to topple the Mother Crew. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could... And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day, and the rest, as they say, is a dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest damn. But I can say, that you've all shown me there are some...
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Clive. Go on, then. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
What do I owe the honour?
What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself. You can thank me later. No scratches, all right? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else?
Clive, just a
Oh?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took... Well, now the rest have come to join him. See, now, I don't mind having a few more, but we ain't got nowhere for him to bed down. I'd build him a new barracks, but where would I put him? Which leaves us in a...
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, but there's only so many we can shelter with the... We can't keep cramming more and more people into lessons, and that's what I was hoping you might...
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about...
It was a tragedy, and if any of us could have done anything to stop it, but what's done...
I suppose you...
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den. Nasty bastards they are too. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full, fending off... But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our...
I do. Eastpool was once home to
And I know the men. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade, and I dare say he's got some ideas.
Of course. All right, Sir Wade. Let's hear your plan. Sir Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield.
I spoke with Ma. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool.
That's right. Though it was mostly her right. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us. Not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found the courage to flee their masters. We need somewhere to settle them.
As can I, which is why I agreed to help you with...
That's very kind of you. I'd be most... With you beside us, we shall soon send that...
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen, and rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely... A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in... That force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bat. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off... Make sure I'm not taking...
I can't ask you to bear all that risk.
The Akashic are the bigger risk.
Well, I shall summon my men...
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead.
All right. I'll meet you at...
We shall see you there. And maybe...
kin here. Kill him.
You will leave Eastpool now, or face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though
I would hope so.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here. It might be best to send word for them to come right away.
Of course. I'll leave it with me.
Home. No. We're the masters now.
That's all of them. And not a sink. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts, and the masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't. It'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll see Eastpool rise again.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried, if you don't mind. I'd like Oscar to join the
Of course.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived. If you need anything more...
And we will, my lord.
Eastpool is in safe hands. Time to go and tell Martha the good news.
Ah, there you are. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot... What's all this about? Some shape-shifting? On second thoughts, it'll only give me nightmares of me own. What, Matt?
I suppose it will be.
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place. But that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bath.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those... Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool. But they're working. So the way I see it, if it's food or lumber or...
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you.
I wanted to.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally...
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. And his revenge.
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village, my comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children. I would place Lostwing in their hands, but a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find... Will you take them to your hideaway? That they...
I will.
Thank you. I will not have... The people I speak of have withdrawn to Goten's Bay.
Understood.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. And may Griga guide us.
I'll search the village one last time for any strap.
Back to the stables, girl. Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's because he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog. They don't stand a chance against that thing. They're all gonna fucking die.
We can... Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up. We can't let Quinton die before that...
All right. Where is this man?
It's way over to the east.
Promise us, Sid. Promise...
Don't tell me I'm too late. Quinton, are you all right?
No, which is more than I can say for my They followed me, without question, all the way here.
This must be the guard dog, Quinton. I'll hold it off.
But...
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died. Don't let their sacrifice...
I won't.
Come on, then. You're no guard dog. It's a rebel beast that needs to be put down. If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost.
Quinton.
Master Quinton! Oh.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about... It's Lostwing.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. Quinton's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick. I need to find Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the...
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way...
No, Master Quentin.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. I have nothing left.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that.
I prayed, and you did. Can't we just go back to how it was? You know.
Your work ain't over yet. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we...
Your village may be lost. But it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to go.
But why? After what Why would anyone follow me?
Because we're family.
Family?
Yeah. And all our comrades who went with... Lostwing weren't just a village.
It was. And as long as we're still here...
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing. Right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, why just a village? We could build towns. What's to stop us?
That's Master Quinton.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinton will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
What's happened? Cards in the key.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with...
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept, Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers, none remain free for long, of course. Most find them, but the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges.
And you've been looking to buy, to make...
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free...
So where does my skill with the...
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled, and we believe we have found one. Cashlock. The place was abandoned a long time ago.
And so, we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to...
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements...
Of course.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire... Even if I begin... So I'd better get... Try to clear the plate.
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in...
All right.
I'm sure you won't...
Come on. Ha!
nice place once, and it will be again. This must have been a nice place once. This must have been a nice place once, and it will be again. This must have been a nice place once. It will be again. That's all of them. Come on, Toggle. Let's head back. Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep... but Clive... Don't... She'll only get up. I'll explain everything once you've finished.
All right. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speak, he represents the Silver Peak Consortium.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has, and they're still expanding. They've been... and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, these bearers aren't going... That's a job for the...
Said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashic and the valleys are full of ether? Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look. Always something in there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come again. I may have more for you.
Still alive, are you? Is that all?
Come on. Faster!
This can take a while.
Something tells me it won't be easily broken. I needed that.
all said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to me?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashic and the valleys are full of ether?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive, what is it that you wish to learn? Here's the latest information I have. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
Those tomes wouldn't happen to have letters in them, would they?
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
Those tomes will...
Which song should we listen?
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashic and the valleys are full of ether?
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then...
Do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
I know this is your hideaway, but you really shouldn't be in here. If Mid caught you rifling through her research, she'd have your head, then mine for letting you.
What do we have here? Oh, Sid's pipes.
We've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. Huh. What's this done? Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone,
Master Sid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as, unless you mean it. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together. It surprised us all. Not least her dad. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something in...
Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway.
Who's that?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break your...
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. No, we just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All right. Out of the...
Did you break? Can you fix it?
No, I mean... There.
You fixed it! Sid fixed! He more than fixed it! Yeah! New music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
This They started playing when I removed this.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important that Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff... Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye.
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies.
No, we're not the Prince's keepers. He's free.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver.
Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay...
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
They'll be fine as long as Sid is.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out. Speaking of which...
Worried about him. And you want...
Afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around...
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's...
Cheers.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit.
All right.
Glory to Griga. There you are.
What's happened?
Tyre's busy working herself into an early grave. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. Will you talk to her? Order.
I know better than to order Tyre to do anything.
Thank you.
Tyre, Rodriguez worried about you. We all admire your dedication, but...
I will, when it's time. Until then, we owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy.
You wouldn't, Todd. There must be something we can...
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
We have all the ingredients we need for at least... I can make the draft if you can...
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that... Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it. I'll make sure the other...
Thank you, Clive.
Bloody hell, Clive. And you...
That remains to be... August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you.
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it...
Yeah, what? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's...
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was... Thought we apprenticed together.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell he was vast as improved, though. More than I thought possible.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe.
It matters, because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even after.
So what? You're an armourer, not a...
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village for... My armour keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you... As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So because the curse breakers deserve better than second best, and I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit?
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride. And focus all your energies on the task at hand, keeping the curse breakers armed, and provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't...
What'd you say, Blackthorn? It's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is, then?
In Dravost, my old village.
Dravost, eh? That rings a bell. Just north of the field. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravost as soon as you can, and I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get...
Good luck with that.
If it's knowledge... you seek, we've... tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
Those tomes would likely to have letters on.
He's a surly soaker.
Sid, do you recall...
Vaguely.
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of... I fear the soil here does not agree with... However,
I can't wait to...
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage is well. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine.
And all you need...
That is correct. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. Why, a notice can...
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I.
Good girl.
That was definitely anything but ordinary.
Sid, I can't help but notice...
Here. It's your problem.
What an amazing specimen. The flesh... When I successfully graft this to the more... It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid. You've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you? I took a moment to distill some more. You must accept this file as thanks for your assistance. The rest...
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered at. The way.
Let me help. I know my letters. Most...
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have a few new notes that might interest you. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. You wish to study the tomes?
free cities under siege.
Faster!
All right. Be safe. Kicked down already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you... Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just... don't go starting anything.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch.
Go on then.
Much obliged.
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to... Clive, you're good with people.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are...
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chick. But if someone can build me a bridge...
All right.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's.
Forge on the hill.
Good luck.
We can't fire the forges. How are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
I have some things for sale. Certainly. Go safely now.
Sorry, but if none of you lot can smell ore anymore, we're gonna have to start looking for new clients.
What's the point of mining this shit if no one can use it?
If they don't fix the forges soon, they'll be out of a job.
You all right, boy?
Isn't there anything we can do to help? It doesn't seem fair, the menfolk having to deal with all this on their own. I've started
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done. You're not welcome here.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you. He's waiting.
Then I suggest you take him with you.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new...
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss... Oh. And if you're struggling to find your way, that prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here.
All right.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
He's helping the chief with something very important.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
Let me guess.
As a personal favor to him,
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know what turned the village against you.
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. There are two kinds of smiths in this world. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right, and the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, he saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of...
You know what I mean, though, right? What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive, Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shed Sid's bellows with the world the way I see it?
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the... And you'd be throwing it away?
All right. This place was your home. I won't... Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only let this be another step on the road. Dravozd will show the world that it's... Wouldn't you agree, Org?
When you put it, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the...
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans?
I know I'm off by it. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
Oh?
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some... I need leather for the bellows and nothing else was, luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the...
Time for a spot of hunt. Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
This won't be easy. Let's make this quick, shall we? I dare say that would be enough for a decent set of bellows. Come on.
What's this all about, then?
Don't know. Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
There should be plenty. Right then. Time if everyone pulls their weight, we'll be...
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right.
You know what this means?
Sorry about earlier. That thing you've built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pit Cole's cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
Gentlemen, I see you both made it home.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay. The whole village turned out for a gun. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for...
Pitcold Cinder, how'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to...
I'm sure.
Yeah. You know, I can... Every time you put on mail, you and the... There's no greater honor for a smith. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness. But if that helps save even a single life... What was it you said he called me? Huh? Sounds like I better get to work.
It's good to see you back on form, Black.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes. I'm grateful. Now, where was I?
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are.
A little healthy competition.
You're not wrong. It's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let by. No use grumbling about it. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets.
What do you want? My best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. And?
Rodrigo could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls. Hopefully one will be enough.
Thank goodness you're back. Tired.
Is this what you needed?
Yes, I'm loath to give a patient a single dose dulls even the most. It may be a gentle way to die. I wish there was another.
How are you feeling?
Light. Mid here.
Good. Just relax.
Thank you, Daya. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigo. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents to treat the wounded with, but in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying. I've no tears left. I've seen too many of my friends. Something needs to change, and we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will.
I hope so.